In today's video, my wife will be cooking.
Hola, and welcome to Kim at Home.
Menu today we have tamale pie. So here are some of the ingredients that I'm using. Those are beautiful yellow and orange peppers with some onions. And I will be making it with ground turkey. I'm going to go ahead and get the turkey started and then cut the cilantro up. The oil is already in the pan. We're just going to dump the ground turkey in there like such, and we will break it up just a bit. This has cooked up quite nicely. So what we're going to do is start off with like the taco seasoning, but I don't like the taco seasoning that is in a package. I like to make my own taco seasoning. So we'll start off with a tablespoon of chili powder. For the paprika, you need 1.5 teaspoons. Whoa. You can eyeball it. That's a little bit more than, so I can just take out from the other one. Here's my half in the form of plastic loop. I'm going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, as well as onion powder. So typically it's like a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic, but I always add more. Requires oregano, however I only have Italian seasonings, so I'm going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Then you just want to mix it all up. Now you want to add all your veggies. A lot of times when you're making tamale pie, you add the veggies at the beginning, but I like it when I add it when the meat is almost finished. So when you're making taco seasoning, salt and pepper are required as well. I will be adding some good old Lowry's and some pepper. Okay, so I added the other half of my seasonings, and now I'm going to add some fresh garlic. I'm also going to add a beef bouillon cube, and you want to break it up once you get it in here. I'm going to add a little bit over a 1/4 cup of water. You could also use like a chicken stock if you'd like. Okay, so now I'm going to add some corn. Black beans, you don't have to drain it either. You can add fresh tomatoes if you have them, and if not, you can add rotel. This is the one with the chilies, the green chilies. Typically when you make tamale pie, you're supposed to add like 2 of the cans of rotel, but I only add 1. Now I'm gonna add way too much cilantro. You gotta go with the fresh cilantro. It tastes really, really good with that. Brings about a great flavor, that's for sure. I'll probably add just a little bit more. I'm gonna let this simmer for a while because I want more of a thicker consistency than that. While I'm waiting for this to simmer, I'm going to go ahead and make the cornbread that goes on top of this to make the tamale pie complete. I'm going to add some cheese too, of course. So I'm going to just let this simmer for probably about 5 more minutes. The masterpiece is complete. So you have your glass pan and you have your cooking spray. You want to spray it over your sink, so if stuff gets everywhere, it gets in your sink. No big deal.
I really, really wish you could smell this.
So I put a little less than half of the mixture in there, and now I'm gonna add my cornbread. The consistency is different because I make my cornbread with almond milk, but you just basically wanna clump it and spread it, clump it and spread it. That's the goal.
I didn't make the cornbread on camera because I've made it so many times before.
This is what it looks like, and now I'm gonna put it in the oven at 400 until it's done. It varies depending on how soppy your mixture is. Here is what the stove is looking like.
I always try to wipe up things as they spill off the stove so it doesn't look bad, but I am going to clean this off with Method Degreaser. It's an all-purpose cleaner. It's not a disinfectant. However, it is the best degreaser I've ever used. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. I'm Kim, K-Y-M. This is my home, and I love to cook. I love to make cleaning videos, as well as anything pertaining to home. I wear many hats, and to name a few, I'm a wife, mom, sister, daughter, and auntie. I'm also a firm believer in self-care, prayer, and meditation. Before you leave out, please subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000, and I'm so excited.
Some streaks because the oven is still hot, but that's okay.
I only used half the mixture when I made the tamale pie because I'm going to be the only person in the house that eats it. So I'm going to put the other half in this plastic bag and freeze it for the next time. If you're saving your food and freezing it, be sure to allow the food to cool down before placing it in the plastic bag. Let me know if you've ever made or had tamale pie. This was my second time making it, and let me tell you, it is really delicious. It's robust, full of flavor. That's my kind of meal.
Look at her. She's nice and pretty. The only thing that I need to add now is butter. I want to butter the top.
I really, really wish you had a smell detector because this food smells amazing.
This is what it's looking like.
You can always add sour cream and cheese on the top. However, I did not have sour cream this day. This is the next day and I decided to make myself some lunch, so I picked up my camera and I'm recording it for you. On the menu we have mashed sweet potatoes and also some sausage with veggies. After you're finished cutting your sweet potato, be sure to rinse it off. If you're using your cutting board for veggies, fruit, and meat, you'll want to be sure to use different sides of the cutting board. One side for the meat and then the other side for the veggies and fruit.
These are going to be so yummy. I'm really excited. They look really good. I can see the sugar crystals, and it's just because of the natural sweetness of the sweet potato. Hence the word sweet potato.
You will want to boil these up until they're nice and tender. I'm not sure what you used in your mashed sweet potatoes. I used all of the ingredients that are on the counter as well as some other ingredients that I cannot tell you about. Just know that the food is always made with a love. If you're vegan, because I know I have some vegan family in the building, be sure to just add veggies and skip the meat part. You could use sugar snap peas, asparagus, broccoli, all kinds of just different yummy vegetables. You'll also want to coat the bottom of the pan with some vegetable oil. You could also use olive oil, but I find with this vegetable oil tastes better. While the meat is cooking on one side, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up a little bit in the kitchen.
Somebody that I used to know, somehow you're my enemy. I don't wanna fight no more. Origami on the floor, breaking stuff that's so sentimental. Push and pull is all we do. Life is hollow without you. Ooh, without you. Without you. Without you. Without you. Left hand feels so heavy, ain't good to your memory. Ravage through my brain, oh, loose in the china shop. It goes non-stop. I don't wanna fight no more.
Now that my meat is done, I'm going to go ahead and drain the grease. I'm going to get a solo cup, put a paper towel in there, and then just pour the grease inside. You never want to pour grease down your sink.
Is all we do. Life is hollow.
Not sure how the grocery situation is in your area. However, we buy produce and we find that like 2-3 days later it goes bad. So what I've been doing is cutting up all of the vegetables, putting them in a plastic baggie, and putting them in the freezer. What a way to conserve and save money.
Without you.
I always like to add any kind of veggies that I'm eating toward the end of the meal being cooked because I don't want my veggies to be soggy. You want there to be a little bit of firmness to it. While I wait for that to cook, I'm just going to straighten up a little bit.
Without you.
going to clean this table twice, once with a disinfectant, which is vinegar, and then the next time I clean it will be with the Method All-Purpose Wood Cleaner. That's not a disinfectant, it's just an all-purpose cleaner. And it smells amazing. It's almond scent.
Yeah, baby, when I get sober, it all comes back again. We will never be over.
Thank you so much for watching this video today. I truly appreciate you. I hope you're having fun spending some time with your family during the holidays and just loving on each other. Before you leave out, please don't forget to hit subscribe. Join my YouTube family. We're called the Keep Up Crew. It's finally lunchtime and I only eat on fine china. Dixie china, that is. If you're not following me on TikTok, you should. Here is a video of the first time that I made the tamale pie.
Hate this party, but I'll just pretend. Yeah, I'm laughing when you look my way. But when I go to bed, I see your face. I'm losing myself for a minute, yeah, my head's in the clouds again. But what goes up must come down. When I wake up, it is still the same. Yeah, baby, when I get sober, it all comes back again. We will never be over, and you're the one to blame. I am torn. When I get sober, it all comes back again. Losing myself for a minute, yeah.
Happy New Year to everyone. Make 2022 your best. Bye, guys.